So many nerds, Artosis.
Well, yeah, there are a lot of nerds here today, Tasteless, and it's actually just NesTea's nerd entourage. You know, like Gaddafi had all those women with guns around him. These nerds are just here so no bullets can hit NesTea.
That's right. That's exactly why they're here. It makes perfect sense.
You know that even when people figure out that we're all in his dream, there's going to be those radicals that are like, it's time to wake him up. So they're trying to kill him.
I know.
The thing is, when you kill NesTea, he doesn't wake up from his dream. He just comes back to life.
Yeah.
And strangles you with the Force.
This is, of course, this theory that we came up with a long time ago that NesTea is actually such a superhuman that all your experiences, all your memories, think about this for a second. Your entire life, all of us watching here today, is just part of a dream NesTea's having right now.
We are all
taking a nap.
tiny faucets of his personality. We are all just thoughts of his, little tiny pieces.
And here's the thing, guys, NesTea's might wake up someday, so live your life.
Live it to the fullest, because you know what? This is only a nap.
It's only a nap. It's actually a cat nap, too.
It's a little cat nap, man. It was a sunny day on the planet of giants that NesTea inhabits.
Yes.
And he lay down and dreamed up us humans on Earth.
And he'll probably wake up and probably not remember most of this. Like, something about primitive keyboard and mouse and not controlling everything with my brain. And my, I was in my grandma's house and she had wooden teeth. But, it's just something weird like that. One of those dreams.
Yeah. I remember those all the time.
All the time. In the bottom left, beating MC in an impressive game. Let's see if he can do it here to NesTea. His ideas.
StarCraft virus.
In the upper right, I forgot to talk. I'm sorry. In the upper right, we have our Zerg player. Very solid. Perhaps coming back to be the best Zerg in the world. His ideas.
I am NesTea.
No, you're not. He's NesTea.
It's a punishable offense to claim you're NesTea.
That's right.
He has his lawyers over at PepsiCo take care of that.
Yeah, man. And, okay, Macarax.
Macaraxing it up. It's going to make NesTea think, perhaps, if he scouts quickly, that there's a hidden rack somewhere on the map.
And that's the whole point of this strategy. And I do try to... I know that we've talked about this a lot in Season 1 and 2 and 3, but I know that we get a lot of new viewers every single time. So because the buildings float, what he does is he just puts the barracks right outside of his base because that can generate the illusion. If you scout a Terran and you see nothing in his base, the most natural reaction is to think, oh my god, there are two barracks in the middle of the map and I'm about to get bunker rushed and lose. When in fact, it's just parked right outside.
And to be honest, early pool builds are just not good against Terran at all.
Right.
So most top Terrans do put the barracks somewhere funny, whether it's a weird place in their main, somewhere right outside, maybe somewhere right outside their main on an edge. It doesn't really matter, but if you don't put it in the right place, some percentage of the time you will get a tiny advantage from that.
Right.
And you won't gain any disadvantage normally. So it's a worthwhile pursuit.
No, it is. It's totally worth it. I don't feel like it's impacting Zergs as much anymore because Zergs are sort of just kind of accepted.
Keen to it.
Okay, Terran player, I get it. You hit it somewhere.
And NesTea didn't even really scout quickly or anything. I mean, he didn't. His Overlord just now seeing the reactor of his opponent, so NesTea doesn't even care. He's not even going to look for it. He's like, whatever. You're Virus. You're going to do a macro game.
Yeah, Virus does not really cheese.
Yeah, he's not one of the most cheesy. I mean, he'll mix in his two racks.
Everybody who wants to be a champion has to cheese a little bit here and there.
Oh, you have to mix in cheeses and stuff. The greatest macro players in the entire world still do proxy racks and stuff.
I know a lot of people are like, "Wait, he's playing the game." Well, listen, you're being a bitch nerd. Right?
You have to do it every way.
You have to play every style, or people figure you out. And
absolutely, that's why we see some players disappear.
Yeah,
but
we're really solid.
Yeah. Well, anyways, on to the game. A couple of gases for Virus after his expansion. Kind of just go into Reactor Hellions, no doubt. You always want to get some of those out to control the map against Zerg. Now, NesTea's shown us a lot of styles against this. He's actually getting that speed quickly right away here. which has gained a lot of popularity once again. For a while, it was out of style. It was kind of like, that's so 6 months ago, but it is back and back strongly. Basically, most top Zergs are getting their speed right after expand once again. It is the current trend. And in fact, yes, as I was trying to mention, NesTea had some options, and lately he's been taking really quick thirds against Terran. Really quick thirds, and he's doing exactly that this time. So we're going to have to see how well Virus can do with his Hellions. If NesTea can surround and kill 2 Hellions, 3 Hellions, something like that with his Zerglings, NesTea will easily hold that base. But if Virus controls perfectly, eradicates Zerglings non-stop, and follows it up with a Banshee like it looks like he wants to, he might be able to do a lot of damage to this third.
He absolutely could. By the way, we saw on Twitter, I'm sorry, the ID escapes me, but one of our viewers says that Virus is the Kingslayer.
Yeah.
I want you to know that is treason at GOMTV.
Yeah, guys, tweet at us. Tweet at GOMTV. Call me Tasis and Artosis, and maybe your tweet will go there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But you have to tweet at GOMTV. We're not, believe it or not, we're actually casting the game the whole time, so we're not picking those tweets out, guys.
We're not typing it in, but tweet at us too. Or we
I know
feel
there's
left
people
out.
who actually think that we also observe the games. And I'm sure somewhere somebody else also believes that I'm actually on an exercise bike pedaling right now, because if I stop pedaling, then the stream goes down. But that's also not true.
It is not true. All right, so NesTea has pushed down a spine already. That's a very good move. Virus has no idea about that additional expansion
I'm
yet.
so surprised he didn't peek up there.
Yeah, he has not. He will soon. He just hasn't yet for some reason. Now, he's going Cloaked Banshee. And NesTea nowhere near going for his layer yet. So this is actually a good metagame decision against NesTea, against the style he's been showing off a little bit lately. We've seen him do it on multiple maps, including Antigua before. And he is getting an evolution chamber. So if he will probably throw up spores as soon as he sees the Banshee. So that's going to be an important thing. And in fact, he's keeping the Banshee at home waiting for the second Banshee.
Yeah, I know. I was about to point that out.
Yeah,
that's because most of the time, I think it's a syndrome of all the TVTs we see, but they always send the first Banshee and then send the second one. But if you have 2 show up all of a sudden and Cloak is there, and they're not able to respond immediately,
Now spores are going up because his he did have an Overlord flying and see that starport. He didn't see that it's Banshee, but he's like, 2 Marines are killing me, and there's a starport and 2 gases. Forget this. I'm putting spores everywhere. It's a very smart move by NesTea here. In fact, he's making a lot of spores. He's not messing around, Tasis.
Do you feel like they should actually hide the starport when they do stuff like this instead of just putting it in the main?
I think that's the best place to hide it. That's going to be the hardest place to get an Overlord into. IMO. Not IMH, y'all. I'm not humble, but IMO.
I don't know if he's going to do any damage to this.
Yeah, NesTea has done a good job of this. A little scan to take out some free killers. Now, he's just now going to find out about this expansion. He never checked. Big mistake there. That's actually, I'm intensely surprised that he never checked to see if there's an expansion with his Hellions, because you would think that Virus, I mean, what do you do when you're preparing to play someone? You go through every single game that they've played.
Right.
Even just to skim it. Just for the basics. When is he taking his third where, with what style? And NesTea has been doing stuff like this.
He's going to get the Banshee.
So I feel like Virus did not come into this properly prepared.
Well, I mean, there's also that sort of fear factor. I mean, NesTea's pretty scary.
He could just be throwing him off that way. That's definitely a good point.
MC, I think, is a scary player, but NesTea's like sort of on a different level. MC actually loses stuff all the time.
They're that's what he plays in more than anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but they actually are the 2 biggest money winners with MVP. MC actually is in first place for money won in StarCraft II right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's killing, man. So, I mean, both of them pretty darn scary.
We got to start being best friends with MC, man.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I guess I have good value.
I guess you're right, man.
Now, NesTea's actually destroying the rocks over at that location over there because he wants to take his 4th base there. The Zerg really can't take the 4th base in the middle of the map. It's so pushable.
Yeah. Hiding the Spire with those OVs a little bit.
That's actually oftentimes can be a very intentional move. In this case, it looks like it's not. But if you just bunch all your overlords up and put them over a critical building, there's a chance that they're just not going to see it.
Yeah. Well, Virus has taken his third, but it's a lot later. A lot of mutas are on the way. And these mutas with the Lings will clean up so easily this medevac.
Yeah.
Goodbye, medevac.
I think the medevac was just sent out too late, and that's too bad because that's just nothing Virus can do with that. Also note the NesTea moved the Spore Crawlers after he drove the Banshees out and got Overseers. He moved the Spore Crawlers to the edge of his base so that even if a drop comes in, the medevac could still be killed off. So he's playing very perfectly.
Yeah, you're completely right. Really great thing to point out there, Tasteless. Well, that's a lot of Zerglings coming in. He does have just the +1 armor so far, but getting +1 melee and +2 carapace. NesTea taking that 4th base, and you know, this is... I like this style of NesTea, and he's done it on Antigua before, as I mentioned, you know, getting that quick third and that quick macro hatch. And on a map where it's hard to take a 4th base, this is a great way to do it because any mid-game timings aren't going to work well against you because NesTea has a huge amount. I mean, it's 14 minutes in a TVZ, and he is maxed out on Ling, Baneling. He has speed, he has some upgrades, and he has mutas while getting a
maxed out
attack.
before 15 minutes, guys.
Yeah. And
maxed out. He can't make any more stuff.
Yeah, and you can max out Zerg at like 11 minutes or so, but that's not in this matchup. And here we go. Very nice job here, and he's just going to crush everything because he's NesTea.
All right, NesTea made a bunch of stuff and killed Virus's third base with it. That is the play-by-play analysis for this game. Yeah, wow, okay, this is complete and total utter domination.
Okay, he's up over 100 Spy, making a ton of Banes.
And he's actually about to remax out with the Banelings that he lost. It wasn't even so much that his Zerglings were dying as Banelings, in order to attack stuff, have to die.
His opponent does not have combat shields. To put this in perspective.
Oh my god.
And it's not that he's not getting this, just that this is how quickly NesTea decided to kill. I mean, if you're gonna... His Banshees did nothing, that slowed him down. His Hellions did nothing, that slowed him down. NesTea with a super quick third, not being punished, taking a 4th base, having that macro hatch. I mean,
this is too bad because this was a map that I think, honestly, Virus could have won on. I mean, he's just... NesTea's just so... Yeah, that's it, GG. There was nothing really complex to say about that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just...
Well, just to run it over real quick, NesTea has a cool style for this map, and it's something he's used on some other maps as well. You know, the quick third base, the quick macro hatch so that he can actually take a 4th, actually have a gigantic army in the mid-game. And Virus went for the fast expansion into Cloak Banshee and Reactor Hellions, never scouted the 3rd, never did any damage because of NesTea's intelligent scouting and just great reactions. So from there, you're just way too far behind, man, and NesTea knows it, and he crushes you because of it. It's like putting a Coke can into a car crusher, is what we just saw there.
It's like putting a nerd into a stump grinder. To be totally honest, though, I mean, he just macroed up so well and looked at what Virus had and said, well, I got my 4th base set up. I might as well just throw all these units at Virus and see how much damage you can do because I can remake them. I can remake them very quickly.
Yeah,
and it just killed Virus.
NesTea killed way too much, man. So totally dominated, one-sided game there. Next map going to be Cloud Kingdom.
Good map. Gonna get to see the Space Shark again.
Yay!
What does the Space Shark eat on Cloud Kingdom?
Smaller fish.
Where are they?
Cloudfish, man, because he ate them.
Because he ate them all?
What is he going to do? Just like, you think we're going to see a cloudfish right near him?
We need to find another shark for the Space Shark to mate with, make a shark baby.
I think that they reproduce asexually.
Oh,
Pretty
really?
Sure. Space sharks, yeah. I mean, space is big. Sharks aren't going to find each other in space. He has little tiny eyes. He can't see where another shark is.
He's got to go on shark.
You need big eyes in space because everything's so dark, except near stars, but it's too hot there. Water's cold, space is cold. This is obvious, Tasteless. Why do I have to explain this to you?
I'm such a fool.
Jeez, man.
What am I doing? I think we're going to get this game started pretty soon here, actually.
Yeah, they're actually ready.
They're ready to go, so. All right, so get ready to go on the map with the Space Shark. What if the Space Shark's actually vegetarian like the Earth is?
Did you ever watch Finding Nemo?
My girlfriend at the time wanted me to go see it, but I
You
dodged.
should. It's actually really cute.
Is it cute?
Yeah. Next time a girl wants to
I
do
figured
that,
out
just do it.
something that I want to share with all our male viewers is that if you just watch an occasional Disney movie with your girlfriend,
It does wonders.
she will love you forever.
And here's the thing. I'll help you guys on which ones to pick. Aladdin is good.
Aladdin's
Finding
safe.
Nemo.
What's the other one?
Ratatouille is actually okay, believe it or not. I thought it was going to be terrible.
Beauty and the Beast is okay, but I don't.
Oh, you're
I
a
don't
crazy
get.
person.
No, that one actually works. But the thing is,
Tasteless is like, I like the Little Mermaid. Shut up, Tasteless. It's a terrible movie.
Little Mermaid's very effective at Discovery. The problem with the Beauty and the Beast is that, like, I mean, the guy should have stayed a beast. The beast is bad.